Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach Podcast. My name is Carla Fitz. I am a certified life coach, wife, and mom of two beautiful little girls. My hope for this podcast is to offer support and empower other Catholic women to live their most authentic life, to share life coaching tools from a Catholic perspective in order to help you live a more fulfilling life filled with peace, joy, and abundance. Let's get started. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to this chilly episode. I am so excited. I'm sitting in here. It's a chilly day outside, but I wanted to wear this dress and just be cozy and comfy in my office. I am so excited. I have been doing a lot of work when it comes to my business, and I started an amazing community with other Catholic women reading a book. So I just felt so inspired to start a book club and to start connecting with other Catholic women, having amazing conversations and having a chance to share our thoughts and our brilliance. I was so excited because yesterday we got to meet for the first time, and it was just a great time. It was a great hour together. Really good insights, and we are currently reading The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. And that book has been very life-changing for me. For a very, very long time, I fell into the trap that society has created for a lot of us, which was to do as much as possible. If I believe that in order to be successful, I needed to do some more. Otherwise, success would not be created. And as I have gone through this journey of entrepreneurship, I have been so blessed to be with other people who do not believe that. I basically had to rewire my brain to rewrite the story of entrepreneurship. Because I think I grew up with the idea that in order to be entrepreneurs, you have to spend an insane amount of hours and you are constantly working. I always hear people say, oh, it's going to be so hard to have a business because you can never put it aside. And I have truly learned to put it aside, to work on my business when I am scheduled to be in my business, to be with my girls, when I am with my girls and be present with them, and create a life that truly lights me up. And it's not a life that will light up every single person. It's the life that God has been calling me to live. And for each one of us, it looks very, very different. But in the busyness of life and in the chaos of life, it can be sometimes so hard to find a balance. It can be so difficult to find peace, to find joy, and to find slowness in the reality that we are placed in. Wherever you are, wherever you live, whatever you do, there's always busyness in our life. For me, one of the forms of busyness looked like taking my girls to school and hurrying up at the door and doing as much as possible, going to mass, never mind going to mass, it was more like staying busy, joining a gym, taking the girls to another gym, taking the girls to a friend's house and school. This was years ago. And I've had to learn to slow down in order to enjoy my life. And I think we were talking yesterday in our book club. I think for me, I truly believe that we can create peace and joy in whatever reality we find ourselves in. Because I also believe that our circumstances do not dictate the way we feel. So I thought I would create a podcast to talk about how to create and find peace and joy in the chaos of our life. Because of course there's going to be some busyness. Of course there's going to be times in which we are rushing. But no matter our circumstance, I want to help you find that peace and joy and help you create it no matter what. So it becomes non-negotiable for you, no matter what circumstances you find yourself in. And so I put it together, I broke it down into 4 pieces. The first one is you have 24/7 access to the one and only God. God is love. He is peace. He is joy. In the book that we are reading right now, he talks about how hurry is not compatible with love, peace, and joy, and that those 3 emotions is exactly what God wants for us. And so if we are creating a life in which we feel peaceful and joyful and ease and just alignment, we have to remember that God is always there for us. That we can find peace in the rough moments, even just for a minute, when we stop and pray and when we say, Lord, you take care of it. That you can always go right back to him. That you can always find that opportunity, no matter when, no matter what time it is. Because to be fully honest, for me, sometimes it's at 3:30 in the morning when I find myself awake and thinking and imagining and dreaming. And I'm like, Jesus, I need to sleep. You take care of everything. You have access to God at all times. And I think when we remember that when we are living in the way of Jesus, when we are living our life aligned to who he is and who he is calling us to be, God was never in a rush and he was always present. And so I think for us to remember that we have access to his divine mercy and graces and love and peace, we can always create that pocket of peace and joy, even when things are really messy and really chaotic. Number 2 is you are the creator of your thoughts and your emotions. This is something that has truly changed my life when it comes to all of it. I used to believe that my circumstances dictated everything in my life. If something happened to me, I had no option but to feel horrible about it. If something didn't work out, I had no option but to be frustrated. And I have learned that I am the creator of my thoughts and my emotions, because my thoughts are the one creating those emotions. And so if I have a choice in how to react to certain circumstances, why not practice creating thoughts that empower us rather than push us down, rather than create more chaos? For example, back in the day when I had my girls in school, I used to believe that homeschooling was not an option. It just wasn't an option. I had to have them in school because otherwise they would miss out, because they wouldn't be happy, because they wouldn't enjoy it. And those were my thoughts. They were not reality. They were just what I believed about homeschooling. Until I decided, you know what? Maybe they won't miss out. Maybe it's possible that I'm going to miss out, that they're going to miss out on the freedom that homeschooling could create for them. And the moment that my thought changed about homeschooling, all of a sudden I started loving it. I started embracing it because I knew that God was calling me to it. So I think it's important for us to remember that no matter what chaos we find ourselves into, even if it's like way too much laundry, way too much to do, if your thought is, I have so much laundry, it's too overwhelming, of course you're going to feel overwhelmed and exhausted and already just aggravated by all the things you need to do. But if you've practiced a different thought, a very on-purpose thought, perhaps it's something like, this will only take a minute. Laundry is part of life. Or my thought was, let's get rid of some clothes so I have less laundry to do. Right? There's so many other thoughts that we can have and believe that will make us feel a completely different way. Because for me, when I'm thinking, this will only take a minute, it only takes a minute. I put some music in my ears and I enjoy it. When my thought was, I have way too much laundry, I just went in it and donated a lot of clothes and simplified our life. And it made me feel free, rather than trapped, rather than without a choice. So remember that you are the creator of your thoughts. That your thoughts and beliefs are the ones creating the way you feel, your emotions. Remember that those emotions are the ones driving your actions. They are the ones that make you react or act in a certain way. And remember that ultimately it is your thoughts that create the results that you are having in your life. And so if we are the creator of our thoughts, if we are the creators of our thoughts, why not create thoughts that empower us? That help us to create a life that we love, that help us to create a life of calmness and joy and peace. Practice thoughts that help you feel calm. For me, I love practicing the thought, everything is happening exactly when it's supposed to happen. I used to believe that, oh my gosh, I'm late. I should have done this faster. And now my thought is, I'm exactly where I need to be. And it creates this feeling of belonging, this feeling of just right on time. Another thought is, God is taking care of me. God is always providing for me. There's no rush. It's not better there than here. I get to enjoy this moment. All of those are available to you. You get to choose thoughts that create a sense of peace and joy in your life, no matter where you're at. Number 3 is create a routine that helps you reconnect with who you are and who you want to be. Because when we go through life, going through the motions, going with whatever schedule we've been given, and we ignore the things that truly matter to our hearts and our souls, we are not aligned. We create a life that we're just passing by without an actual purpose and reason why we're doing everything we're doing. In this book, they were talking about how it's so important to remember that busyness is not a good thing, that busyness is our enemy. I love the phrase, he says that if the devil cannot make you sin, he will make you be in a hurry. He will make you busy. But I also love that he gets into, however, there are times in which we can be busy doing things that matter. And when our hearts and our minds are aligned and we are doing things that matter, that we love, doing things that are important to each one of us and that are making a difference, it doesn't deplete you. It doesn't feel exhausting. It doesn't feel just overwhelming. It feels aligned. It feels alive. When you are doing things that matter to you, that are truly aligned with what God is calling you to do, you feel joyful. And all the work that you're doing doesn't feel like work. And I know that this might sound totally crazy. I think if I could hear myself 3 years ago talking now, I would think I'm insane. But it is so true. I was doing so much busy work back in the day that I didn't have time to stop, pause, and enjoy anything. But when you create a routine that empowers you, when you create a routine that helps you rest, that helps you to rejuvenate and to reconnect and to have time and quiet time with God, when you start prioritizing the things that matter to you, you find that no matter what, you are able to hold peace and joy within yourself. Number 5 is an encouragement for all of you. All that I have shared so far in this podcast and even in this episode, I didn't get there from one day to the next. It didn't just happen all of a sudden. I woke up and I was more peaceful and more joyful. This was a journey. I found life coaching 3 years ago. And I found it because I wanted to lose the weight, right? I had 100 pounds to lose. I didn't know how to lose it. Nothing had worked so far. And so I decided to join my first coach. And she helped me heal so many things. She helped me heal my relationship with food. She helped me heal my relationship with my emotions. She helped me heal my relationship with being a people pleaser. And then I moved on to becoming a life coach, and that helped me heal my relationship with my desires. It helped me open up to what it was that God was calling me to do. And then I moved on to my current coach. And she has been amazing. Her name is Jamie Berman. She works with money and manifestation. And she has changed my perspective so much when it comes to trusting. I know that for a lot of people, the idea of working with a manifestation coach sounds strange, but that's what we do when we learn to trust God's timing. When we can open up to what it is He's calling us to do. And when we accept that and we take ownership of our side of the deal. I'm going to take some actions because God's calling me to do something. And it is not my timing, it is His timing. Doing this work has helped me heal my own battles with the thoughts that I believed about myself as an entrepreneur. It has helped me heal what I thought created the income, what I thought I needed to spend time into, and how much time I thought I needed to spend in my business. It has healed my relationship with slowing down. It has healed my relationship with hurry. It has healed my need of wanting to have and take control. It's been transformational, and it has been a journey of transformation. And that's what I see with my clients too. This is a journey for each one of us. Each one of us has a different journey to go through, and different things to heal, and different things to grow into and to create. And for this reason, I think it's so important to get support. It's important to have someone where you can talk through your emotions and talk through your thoughts and your beliefs and learn to shift in order for you to create the life that you dream of. It's powerful to have someone else guiding you as you feel all of these things. Because here's the thing, when you are wanting to change your life, you are going to go from point A to point B. And in between that, between who you are today and who you want to become, there's growth, there's going to be thoughts, there's going to be limiting beliefs coming up for you that you need to heal in order to get to that goal. And the beautiful thing is, and you guys have heard me say this, and I will say it again, the beautiful thing about setting amazing goals is not so much reaching the goal as it is whom you become in the journey. And that has been so fun to see in my own life as well. Because I thought that by now I would have moved to Italy and I would be working all the time. And it turns out that God took me in a different journey. And I love the journey that He has taken me because I am so much more happy and more peaceful and more aligned because I've allowed myself to slow down enough to find those pockets of peace and joy and abundance in my current life. And I also look forward to the future. I also look forward to those dreams and goals coming true. It's fantastic to think about it, but it's also so freeing to find peace, joy, abundance, excitement, alignment now. Because we can have it now. So this is what I wanted to share with you. You guys have authority to create peace and joy in the chaos. No matter what your circumstances, you can always find peace in the chaos. And I look forward to hearing from you. If you guys want to learn more, if you guys want to meet with me. Also, for the record, if I am not your coach, it's totally fine. Go and find that amazing coach that you feel aligned with and you feel drawn to. But if you want to chat with me, please know that I'm here always for you. And I am so happy to meet with you, to chat with you, to give you some feedback, and to give you some support. I've seen the power of support, of transformation, of creating this peace within ourselves. And I cannot wait to share it with all of you more as we go through this podcast and working together as well. So please make sure to reach out. I am so happy to help always. But for now, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week. And until next time, God bless. If you are ready to dive deeper into life coaching from a Catholic perspective, then make sure you schedule a free consultation. The link will be in the description. This is an opportunity for you to work with someone who will empower you and support you in all of your endeavors. This is a journey, and being together and working with someone who believes in you is life-changing. So if you're interested in growing and creating faith-driven success, make sure to reserve a time to chat with me. Until next time, God bless.